Good morning from day 2 of our trip. We are heading to Six Flags over Georgia today, so we're really excited to get on some coasters, and then we're hoping to also get back to a fun spot for Arie Force One, but we'll see if it reopens because of the maintenance issue they were having last night. They said it was going to be open first thing this morning, so we're going to have to hope and see that it's open later, and if we do get information that it's open, we'll head back over there. But yeah, let's head over to Six Flags and go ride some more coasters. Just made it here to Six Flags over Georgia, and yeah, we got parked up. One of the first people into the parking lot this morning. Hopefully that's a sign of the lines that are going to be today, but I mean, we still have about 15 minutes till park open, so not counting my chickens before they hatch, but hopefully the clouds and the rainstorm that's potentially supposed to happen at like 2 or 3 keeps people away, because yeah, want to get a lot done, and yeah, hopefully we can get on everything today. We'll see. Some nice views of Goliath and Georgia Scorcher from walking up right here. The new paint on Georgia Scorcher looks really good. I like that gray and red color scheme. It looks really nice. So if you have a diamond or diamond higher pass, you can get through a priority entrance. And yeah, so we're in the park and it's now 10:35. So let's go get ready to ride some coasters. Well, looks like they actually opened the Georgia Scorch a little early. So let's go get our first ride of the day here on the stand-up B&M Georgia Scorcher. Nicely painted strings too. Just got off of the Georgia Scorcher, our first ride of the day, and boy was that a lot of fun. Usually not a big fan of stand-up coasters, but that was really good. I'd probably say that's my favorite stand-up coaster. Amy, what did you think?
I think it was enjoyable. We've ridden stuff like Riddlers at Magic Mountain and such, and they're usually not enjoyable, but I actually didn't feel any pain. It was actually fun riding this.
Yeah.
Usually it's just a one and done, but that I actually enjoyed.
Yeah, we might actually go hit that up later if it's still a short line, because that was super fun. But we gotta wait now. The rest of the park is closed off, but yeah, gotta wait until park opens, which is in just a few minutes, and then we're gonna head over to either Daredevil Dive or Goliath. So we'll see you over there.
Okay.
And the running of the bulls starts. Let's head and get on some more coasters. First coaster we come to is Daredevil Dive. We'll go see if it's open. I've heard it has pretty low capacity, so we're gonna try to hit this as early as it opens. Awesome. Looks like it's open, so let's go on this Gerstlauer roller coaster. Get this done before the line gets too long. Enjoy your flight. I hope I do. We'll find out.
Welcome back. When the car stops, watch your hands and knees as the restraint comes up. Please exit to your left and down the exit ramp.
Here we go.
Well,
We just got off of Daredevil Dive, the Gerstlauer Eurofighter coaster, and I think that was super fun. I mean, I've never ridden one of those. It's the only one of its kind like that, specifically with those trains. I really liked it, just a lap bar only, no over the shoulders, really smooth, no real jankiness to it, and yeah, nice inversions. What did you think, Amy?
It's definitely a nice relaxing one for first thing in the day. Not too intense, but it's not too slow. Nice way to wake up, but highly recommend going first thing in the morning.
Yeah, it's already starting to get a line, and it's just because it's only 6 people per train, and a train goes out maybe every minute and a half. So yeah, definitely if you're coming here, hit that up first, right when park opens, just that way you can get the credit, and yeah, just that way you don't have to wait too long in line. But yeah, next thing I'm going to show you is some construction footage of the Kid Flash that they're building right over on the other side of this fence. Let's go. So this is the current state of the Kid Flash Cosmic Coaster. Doesn't look like they've made any footers or anything for it yet. Just looks like they removed the Larson Loop, and that's about it. I did hear that there is track and supports in the parking lot. Maybe we can go get some footage of that later. But yeah, I don't see much activity going on yet, but they do have a dirt mover thing over there, a crane, or not a crane, but a scooper, and a couple of other construction equipment. So yeah, maybe they'll get it open by hopefully Labor Day weekend, hopefully. Anyways, let's go on to our next coaster. I think we're gonna head towards Goliath next. Let's go. Here's the entrance of Goliath, their B&M Hyper. Thankfully it's not too busy, otherwise this would really suck. But yes, they are only operating one train. And yeah, let's go on and head into this B&M Hyper called Goliath. All right, coming up now on the station for Goliath. Let's go give this ride a shot. Always gonna head towards the back row for a B&M Hyper. Gotta get that airtime as best we can. So yeah, let's go for a ride here on Goliath.
A few moments later.
All right, we just got off of a row 9 ride on Goliath, the B&M Hyper. Holy crap, what a wake-up call. That was amazing. It was a little rattly in the back row, so we're gonna go back later and do a front row ride, but man, that airtime was amazing. What do you think, babe?
I liked it. I really like it. I love the Hypers. I love that speed that you get for it. It definitely, especially at the end, there's a couple spots where it's like I can see my hair just go in front of me and then back.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, oh boy, that's a hit. But no, I'm excited to do a front row of it later to see how that is.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna head down towards the DC section now, and go get on Batman and Riddler Mindbender. So we'll see y'all over there. And into the Gotham City area. The Riddler Mindbender, celebrating 45 years this year. Let's go give it a ride. Got a very bright new paint job a couple years ago. Looking really nice.
Welcome back. Hope y'all enjoyed your ride.
We just got off the Riddler Mindbender, and man, what an awesome classic Schwarzkopf coaster. Two inversions on that. Almost glossy smooth, just the one inclined helix in the middle of the layout. The bottom of that was a little bit rattly in the back. But other than that, it was really smooth. Had a little couple bits of airtime, not too much, it's just more about the forces. What do you think of that, Amy?
I personally thought it was okay. Definitely not a reride thing for me, one and done. It was fun, but I'd take anything else.
Yeah, so far that's probably my least favorite here too, but there's just so many other good things that we've ridden. So let's go to Batman the Ride now. You know, very creative layout and name, Batman the Ride. Let's go. Catwoman Whip looks really fun. I've ridden a couple of these before. They're really nice flat rides, but yeah, let's head on to Batman. For a front row ride. We just got off of Batman the Ride here at Six Flags over Georgia, and wow, that was more intense than the other B&M Batman clones that we've ridden. Yeah, it was super fun. We rode in the front row, so it wasn't as intense as the back would be. What did you think of it, Amy?
I think it was fun. I definitely have to agree. It was more intense than I was expecting it to. My expectations were very low going into this. No, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah, well, that's the end of this side of the park, so we're gonna start a big old walk towards the other end. We're gonna keep the loop going, and I think the next we're gonna hit is probably the Great American Scream Machine, but it's my first time to this park, so we'll find out when we get over there what the next coaster ride is. As we're walking across the park, one thing I've been noticing is that almost every coaster is running one train ops. It is a Thursday, so maybe it's just a weekday thing. But yeah, every coaster's been on one train. The only one that wasn't was Daredevil Dive, and it was running two. Which, I mean, when there's only 6 people on a train, you sort of need that. But yeah, there's everything else has been running one train today. But thankfully, it's not too crowded to where it's like an issue. But yeah, there's been one train ops on everything. So yeah, but so far we've gotten on 5 coasters, and the park's only been open for an hour and a half, so not doing too bad at all. Well, around the park, the next thing we came across was the Joker Funhouse coaster, so we're gonna go see if we can get on that, because trying to get everything done. Let's see if it's open. All right, since the Joker family coaster is currently down, The next thing we're coming to is Superman Ultimate Flight, the original of this layout. So I'm excited to give this a go because I've heard it's much better built into the terrain than the other clones that have just been plopped down on flat pieces of land. So really excited to ride this one. And yeah, let's go get our stomachs tied up in that pretzel knot right there. Yeah. Let's go for a ride, shall we? Just a station wait for Superman. Also running one train, but not a problem when the park's as dead as it is. So yeah, let's go for a back row ride here on Superman Ultimate Flight, the original. Just got off of Superman Ultimate Flight, and that was great. We've ridden almost all the other clones by now, but since that's the original, you can tell there's so many elements that are so low to that hillside, and the tunnels are it was amazing. It's easily the best of its clones. Seems like a recurring theme in this park. The Batman is better than the other ones. Superman is better than the other ones. That's my take. Amy, what do you think?
I really enjoyed it. I'm usually not the biggest fan of those kind of rides, mine is Tatsu, just because of the pain it inflicts on my body, being so little. But I definitely enjoyed that. I like the low to the ground. It makes the flying aspect so much better. Probably not a rewriting one, but it was still worth the credit.
Awesome. I'll flip you around. They do have a small little water park here. It's called Hurricane Harbor. It's not really a full-size water park. It's more like, you know, like a little few slide tower stuff. We're not gonna go in there today, but they do have that as an option. So if you're interested in, you know, getting some swimming done while you're at the park, they do have that here. Do have a full-fledged Hurricane Harbor that's about 20-30 minutes north of here if you're trying to get a full-day water park experience. But next up, we see it going up the lift hill right over there. It's the Great American Scream Machine, a classic out and back wooden roller coaster that recently got some track work done on it. So let's see how rough or not rough it is. Very patriotic looking station over here in Q Line. Lots of red, white, and blue flags and banners hanging up. And looks like it's just a station wait for this one too. And they're running 2 trains on this one. We just got off the Great American Scream Machine, and that was so much fun. Amy, you want to go first? What did you think?
I liked it. It's a classic, there and back. You can definitely tell it was retracked. There's still a little bit of jankiness to it, but it's an old Woody. You're gonna have those. But yeah. I enjoyed it. Yeah,
no, we sat row 11, so, you know, not the wheel seat, but close to the back. And yeah, some really nice floater airtime moments. And yeah, really relatively smooth for an old wooden roller coaster. And yeah, we really enjoyed it a lot. We're gonna go see if Blue Hawk is open. That's right across the way, so we're gonna go see if that's open. Also saw a sign here saying it's 50 years old this year. It was opened in 1973, so yeah, happy 50 years to Great American Scream Machine. And Blue Hawk is open, so let's go over there and take that for a ride. Really excited to ride this. We've ridden a couple of the boomerangs with the new generation Vekoma trains on them, but this is gonna be our first time riding a Mega Looper that has the new generation train, so we'll see how this rides. But it's Blue Hawk, let's go.
Welcome to the all-new Blue Hawk. Slicker and smoother than ever before. Are you ready to drive 120 feet and 15 minutes? handrail.
Just got off of Blue Hawk, the aero looping coaster here, and I liked it a lot. So those new generation Vekoma trains, I honestly think any park that's going to keep these aero loopers around for much longer should highly invest in those trains. It definitely makes the ride more enjoyable. I can't imagine how much headbang you would have gotten before they invested in those trains. But yeah, I definitely think any aero looper should get those new Vekoma trains, because that was much more. It made it much more enjoyable and bearable for me. What do you think, Amy?
Definitely on the lower end of rides. So I never liked the original collars just because of my height. It always banged my ears. And even though these comfort collars are better, it's still going into my neck and as I'm being thrown around. So it's definitely the lowest of my rides today.
Lower than Mindbender?
Honestly, yes, because
Okay.
Mindbender I enjoyed a lot more than this.
Okay, well there you have it. So we're gonna go see if the family coaster's open, and also gonna go check out the mine train because we're saving that RMC for last. So let's head on that way. So from what we heard from an employee, the ride crew just isn't here today to run Joker Funhouse. So I think it's gonna be our first complete miss of the trip. But yeah, you know, such is luck. Sometimes, especially on dead dates, they don't have the crew to operate everything. So, of all the things to be down, I don't mind it being that one. But we're gonna head over to something I've heard a lot about, but the Monster Mansion. It's a dark ride, so let's go see what this is like. Not very long of a wait at all. Don't go near the marsh. It's a completely free kissing booth. Lift hill. I didn't know this had a lift hill. A little bit of a drop there. Just rode the Monster Mansion, and I'm gonna put in some clips before this, but oh my gosh. For it being a Six Flags ride, I honestly felt like I left the Six Flags park for a few minutes. Like it was basically to the almost the level to me of like something like a Haunted Mansion or a Splash Mountain that didn't have any drops. Tons of animatronics, a nice little whimsical soundtrack, and yeah, that was one of my favorite rides of today, to be honest. That was super cool. What did you think, Amy?
Oh, I loved it. It was so relaxing. So after a long morning of just being out here in the humidity and the sun and all the coasters, it's a nice place to just go, relax. It's absolutely beautiful there. The animatronics are well designed. Just as a note though, when you're getting into the boat, step into it, not to the side.
I totally had my left foot, didn't get in. I thought I was planted firmly on the side of the boat, and it wasn't, and it slipped into the crack. And yeah, I've got a damp shoe and damp sock, so yay me. But yeah, we only got a couple more coasters to go. We got the Mine Train, we got Twisted Cyclone, and then also we're gonna make sure we do that drop tower. So let's go check some of those out right now. Up next, we're going on the Dahlonega Mine Train. Is a roller coaster type ride. Pretty sure it's just a roller coaster, but you know, Six Flags. Here we go. Let's go on the Mine Train. And our ride has arrived. Just got off the Dahlonega Mine Train. That was pretty fun. You know, it was just a mine train. The ending drop reminded me a lot of the one at Over Texas that has the drop into the tunnel and then up into the brake run. But Amy, you didn't enjoy it as much, did ya?
My back is all I can say. I had about 3 to 4 inches of gap because it's the one lock seatbelt, one lock bar. And so with Tim and I sitting next to each other, there was like a gap, so I was moving back and forth and back and forth. And when we hit that tunnel, it swung me backwards.
Yeah. So yeah, but one thing cool that's new for this year is that there's a new lounge for VIP areas. And so if you have Diamond or a higher pass or membership, you get free soft drinks and some snacks. I'll show you around what that looks like. So you got some fountain beverages, got some water bottles, some fruit cups, some snacks. Yeah, I got some chocolate chip cookies. Might have to grab one of those for myself. But yeah. Very nice that there's all this air conditioning and a bunch of seating and couches just to take a break from the busyness of the park or the weather. Twisted Cyclone, ride it out. They got the test seat up front right here. And yeah, let's go get another RMC credit. And this is what I like to see, a station wait for an RMC. So yeah, let's head towards this back row and let's get our first RMC of the trip. Row 12.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your ride here to Cyclone. Now rise up to a full stop. Stretch up on your lap bar, come up to your seatbelt, exit to your left on Six Flags Day.
Just got off our first RMC of this trip, Twisted Cyclone. Amy, what were your thoughts?
It's an RMC. It's hard to go wrong. Typically, they're best in the park, which I do agree with this one. I love how they've done it. Right off the gate, right out of the gate, of course. You got a little bit of stuff before you hit the lift hill. Just full RMC style. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. The drop, I like how it twisted a little bit. It's almost like a mini Iron Rattler drop. Not as much of a twist, but it was really nice. The inversions were nice. There was a couple really strong ejector moments. It wasn't like too airtime focused, I would say. There was a couple hills in the latter half that were really nice in airtime, but the first half was just nice. The thing to me that surprised me, I was expecting a little bit more airtime from the wave turn. Just because like I've ridden stuff like Iron Gwazi where you're out of your seat in both directions, up and outwards, and it just wasn't quite as strong as some of those other wave turns we've ridden, but still overall best in the park, and obviously a 10 out of 10. This is just pure goodness. We're gonna go right back around you to front row ride, and then we'll catch up with you after that.
A few moments later.
Just got off a front row ride on Twisted Cyclone, and yeah, I prefer it in the front. That might be a hot take, but that's an awesome coaster in the front. In my mind, the airtime is much more pronounced. What do you think about that front row ride?
I definitely think it's a front row RMC. You don't get very many of those. Most of the time they're usually back row is where you feel it the best, but there's definitely a difference between front row and back rows, and this is one of the few front row RMCs.
Yep, and we liked it so much that we bought a couple of shirts. They didn't have many left. There was, I think, 3 double XLs, and that was it, so gotta take what we can get, but that's all we had a choice for. So yeah. But yeah, we're going to go ride, the drop tower reopened, so we're going to go ride that. And yeah, it's going to be our first ever Intamin standing up drop tower. Gonna see how that goes. Acrophobia, the fear of heights. Aptly named for a drop tower. And here we go. No queue at all, really. They've got all these different signs in the queue saying what this drop tower is taller, or comparing it to famous landmarks like the Statue of Liberty right there. There's a Godzilla. Normal dread of being at a great height, the definition. So yeah, let's give it a ride. An exciting ride with a sudden drop. Sounds about right.
Glasses, car keys.
Okay, we just got off of Acrophobia, their drop tower here. And I knew it was a stand-up one. I didn't know that it tilted at the top. I love that a lot. What did you think?
Oh, that was great. That was great. I just wish it was easier to get into the seat.
Yeah, they definitely did not design how you get into that capsule or onto that train for people that are, you know, 5 feet tall, you know.
60 inches. I'm 60 inches exactly, and I had trouble getting into the seat.
Yeah, so I had to sort of boost her up. But wow, that ride though, did you like the ride at least after you got on it?
Oh no, it was great. That's the fun and a little bit of unique.
Yeah.
I was expecting more stand-up, but I did not know about the tilt.
Yeah, and especially when you tilted forward, it really felt like you were almost standing up. And that was fantastic. I would say it's probably like my 3rd favorite drop tower behind Falcon's Flight at Tampa, and then Lex Luthor at Magic Mountain. I would say it's probably my 3rd favorite. Super awesome drop tower. Definitely do it if you're at this park. Definitely make a chance to go on that. But I think we're gonna go walk around, see if we can get a front row ride on Goliath, and then we're gonna be heading out because we got word that Arie Force One has just reopened. So we're gonna try to go get a redemption ride and go down there right now. So yeah, we're gonna have to dip out a little bit early to do that. All right, that's gonna do it from here at Six Flags Over Georgia. We just left the park. We had a great time, a great front row ride there on Goliath to end it out. It's a little bit more, so it wasn't just the back row that was rattly, it's just a little bit rattly overall, but still the airtime is just so good, totally worth it. Eddie, what are your final thoughts about the park, babe?
I like it. When it comes to the Six Flags Park, I like this one. The rides are kept up on, and we talked to a manager because of with Joker being closed, and they said they try to focus on keeping the big rides open, which I do appreciate, because that's usually what people are here for.
Yep.
I think the park is very well kept, taken care of. I didn't see much trash everywhere. The bathrooms were always clean. You can tell that this park is actually cared for.
Oh yeah, and I mean, highlights from today are obviously Goliath, Twisted Cyclone, easily the best coaster in the park, but Goliath is a really good number 2. Sorry, Goliath went up right above us. Monster Mansion was a surprise hit for me too. Had tons of fun, but yeah, we're gonna head back down to Fun Spot Atlanta to go get on Arie Force One, and got myself a cinnamon sugar pretzel on the way out. So I'll see you over at Fun Spot while I eat this pretzel. Just saw a train going, so yeah, let's go give this a second chance and go get on this wonderful looking RMC. It looks so good. I think they forgot to take down this sign because it most certainly is going over the lift hill right now. So yeah, let's get back in there and let's get on this ride. Good thing we came yesterday because Hurricane's closed today. All right, let's go get on Arie Force One. What a great sight to see. And here we go. Let's go experience Arie Force One. Second RMC of the day. Got the test seat right there. And off to the station we go. That overbank looks so good.
Once the gates open, please deposit any remaining items in the cargo hold located across the platform. Once seated, secure your seatbelt.
Upstairs to the station we go. Don't think we'll be waiting very long for this today.
Once instructed, pull down the lock bar and ensure it's snap.
Yep, we have a very, very long wait ahead of us. Time to ride this thing in the front row. Let's go.
Once your vehicle comes to a full complete stop, lift up on your lap bar, unbuckle your seatbelt, and exit to the right.
All right, we just got off of Arie Force One, not once, but twice, because there's no line. They actually let us re-ride in the back row since no one was waiting for the back row. My initial thoughts after the front row ride, I'm like, wow, that's a great RMC, easily the best coaster in Georgia, and that's just a front row ride. And then we get to the back row, and holy crap, that quad down tries to shoot you out of your seat in every way possible. And yeah, but it was, oh my gosh, easily the best coaster we've ridden today. And I definitely think it's in my top 3 or 4 RMCs easily. It's so smooth and so good. What do you think, Amy?
Oh, it was fantastic, especially in the back row. I definitely have to say the back row, but sorry, I'm a little bit of whiplash. The brake run at the very end literally threw me forward, that I had to grab the back of the seat in front of me to keep myself from completely slapping into my lap over the lap bar. So it's definitely an intense ending in the back.
Yeah, if you're riding towards the back, brace yourself.
I've never been thrown that much, that hard on a lap bar ride.
And Iron Gwazi does it a little bit, like especially because it comes in the break room with a lot of steam, but this
But
is
not that fast or that intense.
yeah.
This is probably my third or fourth RMC, and it's really high up there.
Third or fourth favorite RMC, you mean, right? 'Cause
Yes.
you've ridden more than them.
Yes.
Okay.
Favorite RMC.
Okay, but I'm gonna go get a couple more laps. Amy's gonna sit out for a couple laps just because she can't loop these intense things like I can. I'm gonna go for a few more spins, and then we'll probably ride it a couple more times together, and then head out for the afternoon. But yeah, so far, this is easily the best coaster in Georgia, and I love that it's a station wait, and they're letting you re-ride if there's no one in the row. After being here at Arie Force One for the last about hour, came away with 10 rides in the hour, which was pretty good. They were just letting us re-ride in the station. We didn't have to walk around, so that was great. Can definitely say for a fact that it's one of my top RMCs. Like I'm saying, I'm pretty sure it's my number 3 behind Steel Vengeance and Iron Gwazi. It's super good, so much airtime, and yeah, that quad down is a lot, especially if you aren't used to sheer super strong intense airtime like that back to back to back. It's definitely going to be a lot on your thighs, especially if you're a bit more fluffy or have larger thighs. You're definitely going to feel it after a few rides. And I myself had to take a break after 4 rides because my thighs were starting to feel it. But I walked away with 10 rides, really enjoyed it, and yeah, gonna go see if I can find any merch in the shop for it. If not, we're gonna be starting our drive towards Alabama, and we're going to Alabama Adventure tomorrow for a ACE event that's happening there called An Evening with Rampage. So let's see if we get any merch in the arcade area. All right, just checked out the merch options they had in the arcade, and the red shirt they had, we didn't like it that much. But what we did end up grabbing was I got the Coaster Dynamics model, which looks really cool. I'm really excited to put this together later and put it on my desk, either at home or at work. And then Amy got the Arie Force One pin, so that's gonna go on one of her coaster lanyards for one of our season passes. But yeah, that's gonna do it here from Fun Spot. We've had a great about hour and a half or so here. We got the other credits yesterday, so we just were really coming because we heard that Arie Force One had opened, so we had to get it while we were here. But yeah, glad we were able to get on it this part of the trip because it was fantastic. And yeah, I really hope that they continue to invest in their parks with things like that, because it's an excellent addition to a park that otherwise is just pretty okay right now. And I really hope to see them do more stuff like that in the future, because it would be awesome. So I hope people come out and check out this ride and just go support Fun Spot, just so we can get more investments like this in the future. And yeah, so now we're gonna be starting our drive towards Alabama. We're gonna be meeting up for dinner with a friend of mine that I haven't ever met before, so that's gonna be really exciting. Yeah, we're gonna just have a good night, and then we're gonna see you guys tomorrow morning for our first coaster event of the trip. We're going to the Alabama Adventure Evening with Rampage. So yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning with coverage from that. Later.